Welcome back to the Jean Piaget series of videos presented by Washington County Community College. In this, part 5, we will be taking a closer look at the concrete operational stage of Piaget's cognitive development theory. The concrete operational stage lasts from 7 to 11 years of age. During the concrete operational stage, logical reasoning replaces intuitive reasoning as long as the reasoning can be applied to specific or concrete examples. What do I mean by this? Children in the concrete operational stage are not ready to solve complex math equations in their heads. This will require the ability to think on an abstract level that concrete operational children haven't yet developed. However, they can reason out problems that are tangible. For example, a child uses concrete reasoning when classifying family generations. Concrete operation allows the child to look at the situation horizontally, vertically, and obliquely. While a pre-operational child can identify their parent and their siblings, they are still unable to see that both their siblings and parents fill different roles within the family tree. A concrete operational child is able to understand that a sibling can be a daughter and a sister at the same time, or that a father can be a father, a son, a brother, and even an uncle. Several important processes occur during the concrete operational stage. These processes include classification. Classification is the ability of a child to name and identify sets of objects according to their appearance, size, sound, feel, or other characteristic. This also includes the ability to recognize that one set of objects can include another. Like the example of the child classifying a sibling. They classify their sibling as a sister, but also recognize that their sibling is classified as a daughter. Seriation, like classification, is the ability to sort objects in order according to size, shape, and any other characteristic. Children during this stage begin practicing seriation. You may see this when you observe children ordering their toys from smallest to largest, or when they line up crayons and markers according to length. Conservation. As we learned in the pre-operational stage, conservation is the awareness that altering an object or a subject's appearance does not change its basic properties. Redistributing an object does not affect its mass, number, or volume. For example, if two sets of 5 coins were placed in horizontal rows, with one row placing the coins close together and the other row placing the coins further apart, a child in a concrete operational stage understands that the row of coins that is stretched out still contains the same amount of coins as the shorter row. Reversibility. Children begin to recognize that numbers or objects can be changed and then returned to their original state. For example, the child now understands that a beach ball that has deflated is not gone and can be refilled with air and returned to a full beach ball state. Spatial reasoning. The ability to understand and to draw conclusions using cues in the environment that concern distance and direction. Children during this stage are able to look at something from someone else's perspective. For example, if a child and a friend came face to face outside a door, the concrete operational child knows that while she might have to turn right to go through the door, if her friend asked, she could tell him that he would have to turn left to go through the door. In the last video, we talked about centration and how pre-operational children focus their attention on an object or a subject to the exclusion of all others. During the concrete operational stage, children experience decentration. Decentration involves the ability to pay attention to multiple attributes of an object or situation rather than being locked into paying attention to only a single attribute. Remember the experiment with the 2 glasses of juice in the previous video. Decentration enables children to flexibly consider both the height and the width of the glasses when arriving at their decision. Younger children tend to get fixed on only one dimension or attribute of the situation. As in the example of the glass with liquid, young children base their judgment on how much stuff can fit into the container with the single attribute of the height of the container. Other attributes simply are not attended to. Through the development of decentration skills, older children are able to pay attention to more than one thing at a time. It is important to remember that although children in this stage have developed their ability to solve many different kinds of problems, they still cannot think hypothetically. In other words, they are not yet able to think, discuss, or analyze questions or ideas that are abstract. They are still unable to grasp the concept of questions such as, would you rather forget who you are or who everyone else is? This video has taken a look at Piaget's concrete operational stage. In our next video, we will explore the final stage in Piaget's cognitive development theory, which is the formal operational stage.